Good afternoon everyone. My name is Pranjali Shah and today we are here to give presentation on our topic Intrusion Detection System for IoT Networks. In my team, I am having Ravikant Tiwari and Rameshwar. So, in this contemporary world, we are witnessing IoT and IoT devices all around us. From smart homes to smart environments, everywhere we are in contact with IoT. So, with IoT networks all around us, it also has created a lot of opportunities for the attackers to intrude into it and create some cyber attack. So, the technical and economic implications of IoT networks has led to the attackers for getting some chances for intruding to the IoT networks. IoT systems are also susceptible to various kinds of attacks like DOS, denial of service attack, DDoS, distributed denial of service. So one of the way to prevent it is intrusion detection system. Intrusion detection system is a system. It is a combination of it is either a software or a combination of both hardware and software that helps in monitoring the traffic across a network. So when any two devices are connected to each other, an IoT network is formed. So in that network, whether the malicious traffic is present or someone is trying to enter into the network, such IDSs helps in detecting the attack and also generates an alert. Now, the existing IDS has a problem that they are generally signature based. That is, they helps in detecting those traffic, or they detect those traffic across the network which are already for which they are trained, or the identified traffic. The current needs demands that we need systems that could detect anything, that any network which has not for which the system has not been trained. So there are two types of IDS on the basis of the detection techniques. One is the anomaly based IDS and the other one is signature based. So in signature based IDS we usually train the IDS with some patterns of the traffic, malicious traffic, and if that particular IDS detects any such traffic in it, it generates an alert. But the thing is that it should be such that it is able to detect the traffic for any type of traffic, whether it has been trained for it or not. So we are implementing anomaly based IDS. In anomaly based IDS, and it can generate an issue or alert for any traffic, whether it has been trained for it or not. So now there are two things. The IDS should be effective in two ways. The first thing, that it should generate an alert, and the second thing, that it should not generate false alert, like false alarms, or when the network is not at all malicious but still it is alerting. So that should not be there. So two things should be kept in mind while designing such IDS. Now we are proposing an approach with the help of random forest algorithm, which is machine learning technique, and we have compared 5 different data sets, and from those data sets we have selected both IoT data set. So there are various reasons behind the selection of both IoT data set. The first reason is that like it is based on real environment and it is relatively new than other data sets. So we have selected both IoT. Now, the proposed approach and the work what we have done till now, Ravikant, please.
First of all, as we have mentioned that we are doing our project work with IDS. So the basic question which arises in every mind is that why don't we use conventional techniques? Like we can also do this by antivirus systems and by various softwares. The basic reason for this type of technique or IDS is that the IoT has its own storage space, its own processing capabilities, and which are very less as compared to the other systems. And it is fairly new as compared to the other systems, and that's why we are using IDS. And there are various classification in IDS, and the classification starts from technique-based IDS, host technique-based IDS, as well as the classification also goes through the deployment of the IDSs. Here we are using network-based IDS. When we come to deployment-based IDS, there are two types. First is host-based IDS, and the second one is network-based IDS. The host-based IDS goes through like we are deploying the IDS on every node which is connected to our system. So there we have to monitor that particular node as well as the network. But in the network-based IDS, we can only go through the network and the devices which are connecting. We can just check their log records, and we can classify that whether this is malicious or not, and on the basis of which we can accept that we can accept that node into our network with the help of our random forest algorithm. So when this much of work is being done, then comes our data set. So for the data set, as mentioned by Pranjali, that we have taken bought IoT data set as it is very new and comparatively new from other data sets, and so far we have done research. It is new to us, and then it has relevant fields to our classifier. So that's why we are using it.